Hey guys, from beautiful Park City, the Fit Tip is going to come today. It is so gorgeous here. I'll show you guys before we start. Oops, gotta turn. Gorgeous up here, right before the snow is about to hit. Looking so good up here. Anyway, so the Fit Tip of the day. So the last two days, I've talked a little bit about some nutrition stuff. I'm talking about workout. Today we're going to talk about motivation. Okay, motivation. Why do we need motivation? Like when is motivation really needed, right? Because we all have certain things that we want to do. We all know, that we have to accomplish things. Why are we not just motivated to go do it? Why do we have to question things? So the need for motivation starts at this point. The need for motivation starts when you hesitate. Have you noticed that? I'm like, should I go to the gym? Should I go to work? When you stop and you hesitate, your brain is going to try to figure out how to protect you from emotional attachment you have to that thing, because the emotional attachment is pain, right? Or it's hard. Like going to the gym is hard, right? So our brain is going to go, well, it's cold outside. Well, I don't really need it, or I'm going to go later, but we know we're not going to do that. So motivation really should never be needed. And here's why. If you have your what, if you have your why, right? And you have your how all described, there should be no hesitation. You should know exactly what to do, why you're doing what you're doing, so there is no hesitation. You're just going to go freaking do. You're going to go to that gym and you just go do. You're going to go make that money because you have to feed your family. You're going to go make that extra money because you want to go on that vacation. You know how important that is to you. So motivation is basically garbage. Like if you have come to a point where you need motivation, it's time to look at the structure you have for your plan. Look at your what and your why and your how. Sit down and recalibrate and make sure that you're attached to your why deep enough so you can always pull that out and make sure that you go and act on whatever you want to do, and you don't freaking hesitate. Don't stop. Just go and do and act, and your whole world will change. You become so much more efficient. You don't have to look on Facebook and on social media and to friends for inspiration and I can't do this and victimize yourself, right? No, just go fucking do things. That's where motivation starts and ends. And it's not needed anymore because you're so clear in your vision and your passion in every action you have. You know your intention and your purpose behind everything. So just go do. That's what motivation is all about. That's why motivation is not really needed. Oh, thanks, Sean. You're my motivation too. But that's really what it comes down to, right? So sometimes it's good, like Sean is saying, I'm his motivation, but sometimes it's good to look to people and say, okay, they're doing what I want to do. A quick reminder why we don't hesitate. That is human, and I do that too. But this is really why it's garbage and should never be needed if we have that plan down. So that is something I would advise you to do, is go home and look at like, what are you doing and why are you doing it and how are you doing it, and making sure that that's in alignment. Because if you're constantly finding yourself hesitating to do something and not doing it, procrastinating, something is wrong. Either the end goal is not right or your plan is not right. That is what needs to be looked at, and that's what motivation is all about. I'll be back here again tomorrow. I absolutely love doing these things. Thanks for the feedback, and thank you for all the questions, because I got this question today. Well, how do I motivate myself? That's how you motivate yourself. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thank you, Instagram.